Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Unpopular View.
Thank you all for clicking on our faces.
New flag with all that.
Okay, so I wrote down some notes.
Let's do that.
I don't want to sit too hard.
That's twice. That'll probably go over about as well as Colonel Dippy.
Because there was no Jay White sighting.
Okay, just straight up gangbanging. This story has been fit. You gotta pay attention.
So Unpopular Review does not.
What is she the CEO of, Chris?
Jesus, golly.
Let's start the show.
Well, that was nice. This is challenging times. It's me, Shay, Sawyer, Cactus, Catie right here. I hope I'm doing the right side. If I'm not, it's embarrassing. And the amazing Mike Knoxxx with 3 X's. Don't forget all 3 of them. It is episode 3 of the challenge. This was an interesting episode, to say the least. What were you guys' thoughts on this episode?
You know me, ladies first.
I am excited for the. Thank you. We are back to a daily. Sorry, trying to do way too many things at once. We are back to dailies, which I am excited about, and I also we got to see an elimination in one episode, so it was a lot.
It was so much. It was good. Because I know you girls, I'm speaking about Shay most importantly here, likes the drama that happens in the house. Give me the challenge guy, which I thought was very good because Shay just left the building because they were running into the dirt. I love that. Yes. I can row a boat by myself, but with somebody else, well, we kind of suck. I love that because that's true. If you're a rower and you're rowing with a team and your team is ass, you will row like ass. Okay, and we didn't have enough toilet paper. How bad they all rolled like ass because you're an ass and you're not just an opinion. You just shit the bed, and they shit the bed in this elimination, and we had an elimination, and I thought that was great. And I love the best part of this show, Captain and Cactus, Catie. We all know what does CT hate more than anything? No decision. You gonna let me pick? Oh yeah, you're fucked. You're totally fucked. And guess what? They were totally fucked tonight,
TJ, you mean, right?
TJ, you know what I mean.
You mean TJ. Yeah. TJ, he was
laughing.
waiting for it.
Yes.
Yeah. There was also food challenges this week. Can't go wrong with a food challenge. Mm-hmm.
I didn't see no barf bags this time, but I also just got a PlayStation, so I didn't know if there were any, but I didn't see any barf bags this time, to be fair and honest. So with all due respect, they had pig's brain or something brain. Yes. They had a fucking fried rat.
Maggots.
This is not Japan. The fuck I got a fried rat for?
Don't forget the duck embryo. Like what?
Something was moving. They had something that was a coconut worm. A coconut maggot.
Yeah. Yep.
Throw up. I may throw up. But yes.
And then you have Tori. Yeah.
What did she drink? It was like what was it?
Something they've known.
It was vegan.
Yes, it was vegan. And it was something she knew exactly what it was. They've done it many times in the past, but it smells like rotting skin, she said.
I feel like I'm watching the originals again, and they're trying to figure out how to get some wolf painter to kill a wolf baby. A miracle baby. Sorry, I'm on season 1, episode 6. Haley's trying to, destroy Klaus's baby. Sorry, just got finished watching Vampire Diaries, not watching the originals. Get your weight up when you talk about your take up when it comes to TV shows, because the originals and Vampire Diaries are the shiznayet. And I'm going to say this because I got the floor. Legacy, you wet the bed. Legacy should have been the greatest show of all time. Hope Michelson should have been dope as hell, and y'all made her trash. So I'm going to say, I apologize. I mean, she was great, but she's even better than Davina and Benny Bonnet, okay? Or Bonnie Bennett, sorry, okay?
Probably stronger
than both of them, but they didn't show it. Her and the necromancer, Look at Kevin K. Like, what are they talking about over here?
No idea, but you guys go right ahead.
All right. Back to the challenge.
Back to the challenge.
So last episode, we found out that the losers that leave can give karma points or whatever, and that's gonna go towards something later down the line. Yeah, I know you guys, it seemed like you weren't really into that, and I'm kind of not into it either, because why are we rewarding losing? I don't know. I just
fair. Fair assessment there. I don't like that.
No.
No.
Mike, your thoughts?
And in the words of the 90s great R&B, hip hop, urban show, and Live in Color, hated it.
Yes.
Okay. So we get into the new episode, and they're all just kind of talking about when they just came back from their elimination. Anissa's trying to make an alliance with anyone who would listen, of course. No one's biting.
Nope.
Cara's talking about Laurel because, I don't know, whatever. And Horacio was having a hard time without Nerys. I hate that for him. I think he's a pretty genuine, nice guy. So it just sucks to see him sad.
He's challenged Jesus.
Challenge Jesus.
Challenge Jesus. I'm not gonna deny that, but it's the challenge. You gotta have some strength.
True.
Outside of muscles. Emotional.
But your
strength.
girl, Naya, is over here politicking. I've been waiting all week to say it.
Ooh.
Okay? I learned that from you, Shay. She's politicking. She said, well, I mean,
yes,
I'm cool with Josh, but when every one of these guys can get me the closest, this is what I'm going to do. So I don't mind if I get mono. And then Josh wants to get mad with his fake ass braids. Talking about, Tori, you're my real friend. No, she's not. But
and then go after Tori.
Yeah. Because that's what Josh does. Have you ever noticed? This is why I hate Josh. Okay? If you want to yell at the girls, okay, cool. But you better have your fair take of yelling at the men as well. And I never see him in an argument with a male. Okay? And I'm sorry. As a male.
He'll crap out. Yeah.
No, right. That really pissed me off because I feel like everyone was laughing. So why was it specifically Tori? And you already said that you're not friends with her from the last the USA challenge. So it's like, okay, she's not your friend. Don't expect her to be doing friend things for you then. Like, I don't know. That just made sense. Didn't make sense to me why he just put it all on her.
Yeah, and poor Tori didn't even see it coming. She was so distraught by that comment that she was not having it. I'm honestly surprised Jordan didn't come out in that moment.
Well, Jordan, you have to pick your battles, Catie. Cactus Catie. You got to pick your battles.
I know.
That's an early battle to fight. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's Josh. Ain't like she was arguing with Bananas. Ain't like she was arguing with CT. Josh holds no weight in this game. And for all you Josh supporters out there, shame.
Yes.
Shame. Okay, just walk through the halls naked.
Naked.
Butt naked. Sorry, I hate you,
Tori
Josh.
Tori can take Josh all day, and so hi.
Tori can take Josh all day. See?
Yeah.
I could definitely see Tori destroying.
That's why she should have been crying. I mean, it's Josh.
Maybe she was. I know. I think it's emotional to be on something with an ex or a significant other. You want to make sure you look good all the time. So she's not going to be as strong as she used to be.
Naya even kissing Josh in the pool, which they didn't show too much of. It's like when Tyrese would get attention. Anybody who's, I never forget when, what's the other little young, she's on the All-Stars. Jasmine was with Tyrese, right? And,
that was on Rivals 1, I believe.
It was literally like 7 minutes in the bathroom, and she was like, and Tyrese was like, you know what I mean? But back then, you did what you could do. Being with Josh is like being with Tyrese. He ain't winning nothing. He got this many friends. He can't help you. Okay? Kylan, on the other hand, being the autism Jesus, okay, with his perfect veneers, he do got some good teeth. Okay?
Yeah.
It's the one you go for. So.
And she did. At least for this episode.
At least for this episode. You know what? Hey, it's a foolproof plan. We've seen Paula Dickin take people all the way to the final. So do what you gotta do, girl. Have your hot girl summer.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's what the challenge is made of. That's what it was based on.
It is. It actually is. In all fairness, it is. You know.
Yes.
They didn't give Corey a trophy for nothing, okay?
Tori.
Oh my God.
I still don't think Corey smashed more people than like bananas.
He
For
definitely
what it's
did.
worth. You think he has?
Oh, absolutely. That man, he went on a record at one point.
I mean,
Him and Nelson.
he do
were,
got
like,
two
trying to go
shows.
at- like,
He do got 2 shows that has his name on it. He's on Teen Mom OGs, which she wasn't an OG, which is crazy, by the way. And then
I know.
this.
I knew that too.
I don't get that part.
Well, she was in OG MTV, and then maybe that's where they're going with.
That's all that matters. You know, if you ain't the original Teen Mom, then you're just a has-been. Sorry.
I mean, she wasn't a teen mom; she was in her 20s. But
Exactly. But they put her on there because Corey was famous on the challenge, and they're like,
Right.
And then she did have her one little year. I'll never forget her for one season. My wife was just watching it. She's like, I want to go home. I want to go home. And her
It was
mom
her
was like,
first
stop
season.
being a punk ass.
Yeah,
no,
it was
he
her
definitely
first
had
and
every
only
right
season.
to feel that way. Johnny and his whatever cousin, I forgot his name. He was so insufferable. Were
Vinny.
bullying that girl. That
Vinny.
Devin,
Mhm.
and I don't even like Devin, but Devin had to stand up for her. So
Devin, that got me brownie points. I'm not a huge Devin fan, but I remember that scene, and I was like, you know what? You know what's right, and I have respect for you. I know. I'm sorry. I'm not a Devin fan.
That's when I love Devin the most, because it stood up
I
for
know.
Cheyenne. Okay.
Yeah.
And I get you're saying she had a right to go off, but guess what? It's the challenge house. And anything can happen in the challenge house. They're gonna talk about your mama, your daddy,
Yep.
anything and whatever is off limits in the challenge house. Okay. So it's like being in the barbershop.
I mean, Devin had his recently passed dad, made fun of. Who was that?
it was a Johnny, of course. He's only
Somebody made
fun of
supposed
his
to
daddy?
allow people to do that.
Yeah, he just died. Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Mm.
That was a dark time for
Wow.
Johnny. Most of it
It
started.
was.
But getting into the daily.
Sorry. Yes.
Gladiator. It was Gladiator. Gladiator. That's what it was.
Gladiator.
Yes.
Gladiator. Yes. I'm like trying. I was struggling.
Hey, babe, I'm gonna become a gladiator.
So for most of the challenge, this early daily, Era 3 was kind of in the lead, which I was a little bit shocked about. I don't know why. I just feel like Era 2 is they're really stacked to me. Like I feel like Era 2 is really stacked.
They are.
I mean, but they were in second place, so I mean they weren't far behind. But Era 3 just had a better. I think it was Devin's leading because I could hear Devin the entire time, just saying, "Go, stay like this," and even Jordan, who usually he loves to talk all the time, was like, "Say it, you say it. I'm gonna listen." I was shocked.
Unlike Derek. No, not Derek. Unlike Brad, who was just bouncing off the channels, and they could not get this together. They could not figure out how to row that canoe for anything.
If they rode crew, they wouldn't have this problem. So
Brad's been flopping lately. Like all of his appearances lately has been him flopping. Like
since
he's on
the
a flop
All-Stars,
streak.
he's a flopomatic right now. Okay, he's only getting by because of that beard, and that beard looks stupid, Brad. Okay,
It really does.
Okay, if you were not on MTV and you walked around with that beard, we would think you stink. Okay, because people with beards that long and that thick typically stink. But I can actually see your beard is well groomed and manicured, so it makes you look even softer. It's like, oh, you got a cool beard, but you actually wash it. That's not a cool beard.
But
A beard
what's
that
the
big
point
should
of
be
it?
funky. Exactly.
There's no
should have a
point.
funky beard.
I don't know what he's trying
Yeah,
to prove.
he's just
honestly.
funky.
I feel scared when I see it, especially with like he's like
Whenever I see Brad, I think about the same thing when he's ripping off his shirt in the back of the cab. That's all I
The
see when I see
wedgie?
Brad.
when
Yeah,
Miz
that's all-
gave him
Yes.
the wedgie.
The wedge. That's all I
Yes.
see. That's all I see. Okay. I see
Yeah.
nothing else in Brad. Okay.
Fair.
Hilarious.
Him and Janisa can both just leave the program. Worthless characters.
Oh my god.
There were so many better people. So many better people.
They love him. TJ loves him some Brad. I think
Yeah.
it's a girl thing. I'm not a girl, so I don't know.
I don't think it's a girl thing because it's
Honestly, I'd rather have his ex-wife.
Mm.
ball.
Yeah.
Yes. So back into the challenge, we got a CT pro tip of
I
you have
missed
to be a
it.
little crazy. He said you have to be a little crazy when he was eating.
Yes.
I'm not gonna be that crazy, CT. I'm so sorry. Like I have a line to draw. No.
Yes.
I'm
Do
never
you
getting
eat chitlins, girls? Have you ever had chitlins?
No.
Then you can never be on a challenge. Just
No.
know that. Because I'm never going to eat chitlins, so I'm never going to be on the challenge.
I would
You-
never make it ever.
Ever.
No, because you have to please
Ever.
all of my senses, my eyes, my nose, my taste. Like if you're not like all three checks across the board, I'm not eating.
See?
You're not edible to me.
I just got to get past the eye test. Personally, I ain't got to eat no rat if I don't know it's rat and it doesn't look like a damn rat. It was a damn rat that was burnt steel. Like it was
You know
scared.
what?
No, I'm not eating no damn rat.
Wait, I think if I didn't have my eyes, I may be able to do it more. Because
Yeah, the rat, yeah, if I don't see it.
if I don't see it, I may be able just to be able to take it.
Tastes like chicken.
Because, yeah, I'm an extremely picky eater, and if anyone knows me, I eat like a bird, and I eat very little things because my
you're a
palate
bird
is.
feeder.
I am a bird, and my palate is minimal. But my father, he opened Savaro's Pizzas up and down the East Coast, so food was like
Sabaros?
yes.
Jeez, that's some good sauce.
Yeah. Well, it was different back in the 90s.
I love Sabaros in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Sabaros was the best pizza place in the mall to go eat.
I love going to work with my father and getting stuck in the refrigerator and just eating the cheese. But
Nice.
my father would be constantly pushing, like, you need to eat this, you need to eat it. I just swallowed that stuff whole until he stopped complaining. So I think if I didn't see it, I may be able to do it, but nope.
You're a brave soul. You're brave.
You're
brave.
definitely a
I
brave
can't.
soul.
I'm picky.
No, you guys, I don't know. Cause me, no way. Half the stuff I can't do it. No.
Mind over matter.
Oh,
Well, it don't matter how much I'm mattering and my mind is caring. I am not eating that.
I couldn't do
Okay.
the worms. That would probably be the hardest because they're moving.
that's disgusting. Yeah, I can't do that. Or like eyeballs.
Yeah.
No. You'd have to hold me
Well,
down.
those are just meatballs. They're just meatballs. Overdone meatballs. That's been
Overdone
sitting in a
meatballs.
jar for a little bit.
with
too long.
eyeballs on them.
Man,
Well, no, you don't look in it.
meatballs. I guess I'm not having spaghetti and meatball for at least 2 months now. Thanks a lot.
Yes.
Easy.
Oh, Lord.
I'm
Oh,
just gonna be
Lord.
my eyeballs. But back into the daily, we get to the end of it. Tori memorized all the seasons, which wow.
You're supposed to do.
So it ended up being Era 3 wins. So
Yeah,
that meant
shockingly.
Avery. I know, I was shocked. I really thought Era 2 was gonna get it. So Avery,
Or Air 1, who's been around the whole time.
you would think they would know. Like that's
Yeah.
like you've been around for half of these seasons. I just would hope
At
you would have
least.
been awake. Apparently not. So Era 3, Tony and Avery, they are the team leaders, so they're safe, complete immunity, and they have to make a big decision. Era 2 gets second place. Let me go and see who they picked for each team leader again. So Jody and Darrell, Era 1, those were the two picks.
Right.
Tony and Avery, again, I always said that. Casey and Kyland. And then it was for Era 2, it was Darrell and no, that's Era 1. Help me, Jesus. Who's Era 2?
That's the little guy.
The little guy.
Derek and Aviv. Yes, Derek and
There you
Aviv.
go.
Thank you, Jesus. So between those people, someone's going in based off of whatever Tony and Avery decide. So Era 4 comes to Era 3, Tony, and they want to make a deal now. They're like, oh, let's, get together and you don't throw me in. And Tony doesn't know Kylan, doesn't really know Casey that well. And he's like willing to put his whole game on this decision of get in with them. Now, the thing with Avery as well, because I don't want to just put it on Tony as, oh, Tony didn't want to budge. Avery didn't want to budge. Like, you both could have budged.
Yep.
So it's like, I didn't like that she was making like he was holding me in the closet. He wasn't letting me speak. It's like, girl, like you could have changed your decision as much as Tony could have. Let's not try and do that. Like the victimizing. I'm not going to hear that. But I appreciate her standing on her business. I will give her that, even though I'm very upset about Tony.
Are you a Tony guy, girl?
Listen, he be coming on the camera looking right. God bless him. He can stay as long as he would like.
Shay's behind the Tony time.
He can stay as long as he'd like. If he's showing up looking like that, he can stay. He can stay.
Okay.
No, Mike, please. The judgment is killing me. Stop. But what did you guys think about this? And like, okay, so when you first saw who were the people that could be picked, who are you leaning towards more that you would have liked to see go against Darrell and
Kylan. Kylan.
Kylan? Really? You talking about the Jacob of the challenge? You got Horatio Jesus. So you got the not Judas. You got the Jacob or the Matthew of the challenge with that smile. He can't go nowhere. Come on, Cactus.
Well, it clearly wasn't going anywhere this episode. They had to have too much action on him for this to work. So he'll probably be around for a while now.
I hate Tony. I've always hated Tony.
I'm glad it worked out.
And I've learned, Shay, no matter how aesthetically pleasing you're on the TV screen, don't mean they deserve to be there. So get your right side of your mind working better, honey. Okay? Because it ain't Tony.
It ain't Tony.
It ain't Tony. He don't even work out. That's just all bananas
you don't have to tell me
Cheerios.
It's not Tony time. We saw it is not Tony time. We saw it. It is definitely not Tony time.
Like Leroy went home for nothing. Leroy went home for nothing.
I know. It makes me so upset. Because Leroy would have never made such a boneheaded decision.
No, because he knows better.
That was embarrassing. And you know what? I don't get it because Tony was there for when Amanda and Zach did that same boneheaded move. He was there and he saw how that ended for them. So why would you
Everybody knew as soon as you say stalemate, you're done. You're done. And they knew that. They took the risk. Do you guys really think that TJ had that as an individual challenge prior to knowing it was a stalemate?
Yes. I think that it just gets to the point where you're a stalemate. So guess what? Fuck you. And he said that. He said, "Oh, you're gonna fuck with me?" He said, "I said, I went to the bathroom for that moment. I said, did he just say you're gonna fuck me?" And he always said, "Yeah, that's what he said."
Yes.
So that's what he gets. That's what Tony gets.
That's what he got. Yep, that's what he got what was coming towards him.
And my thing with Avery is who the fuck are you, Avery? You've done nothing in this game. I'm just being honest. Like, you're not a legend. You're one of the people that you're just here because you're just why. We really don't know.
At least we know. We know her more than we know Ava. Or whatever her name is.
Well, no, because Aviv won one. Well, she won one, and she won one with Darrell, which was a very dominating season by the two of them.
But it was
I'm with you though.
That was
but it was one season. Mm-hmm. A lot has happened since that one season, and I give those who say that, I give them that because it was just the one season. However, both these girls need to stop.
It's still impressive to, just on your first try get a win. I mean, even though she was partnered with Darrell, but I mean, still she was there too and definitely pulled her weight. So
right.
And also Avery beating Jody, that's a big thing. Jody
going home was crazy. I did not expect that.
But you know what? I feel like she was already halfway out the door when she said this is not the game that she thought or the outcome she thought because she wanted to be paired with Darrell. I'm like, Jody, you are an exercise science major. Like, this is a physical comp. You have been always known for her strength and be able to push through these competitions. and you are showing weakness through your words. I mean, nope.
I just feel like maybe she's a little bit defeated after war. What was that one with Danny and Tori and all that drama? That I think, Mike, did we not do that one? The one
We
She
did.
did All Stars.
that was she was on All Stars too, but I really
We did the first All Stars.
yeah, we did. We didn't do the one with when they took all of the winners from all of the different.
Yeah, we didn't do that one. We didn't do that one.
Oh well,
No,
I feel like
hold on, that was the U.S. We did do that one.
did we?
Yes, that was the first one on blah, blah, blah,
Channel.
CBS. We did do
Paramount.
that one. Yeah,
No,
on
but that was the one
CBS.
before. The one before. Remember when they had all the winners from like Argentina and Australia?
I thought we did that one.
I think so.
The only one we did not do was last season. The only one we did not do.
That is
Well, that's because the production just totally messed that whole season up.
Yeah.
It was a draw. They were always getting ready for 40. It was a filler. Not great season.
Yeah, you can always tell a filler season, to be honest. That's true. But yeah, so they did the elimination, and I mean, Avery was very happy. Listen, Avery, you better than me. Even Derek was in the confessional saying, if you put dumb bitch in the dictionary, Avery's picture there. Like, I'm sorry, that made me laugh. It's like, nah, I just threw myself into elimination. You just call me a dumb bitch. Derek, how dare you? I mean, you're right, but how dare you?
I would just
it's
not
true.
ever be comfortable saying that. For me, I know like the word we use today is cringe. I was always taught not to call a female a bitch. Like I may call a female a bitch if I'm like talking about a female and no one's around. Right? Yo, that bitch did this, and that. But talking about the girl, I'm not gonna say, yo, that bitch, but she come back and
Well,
see it.
technically, he was the closet because it's confessional room. But
Technically, he was by himself. Yo, that bitch was crazy. Okay, good point. Good point. I might have called her that. You know.
No,
Yep.
that's crazy.
I always look back, like I said, we talk about it all the time when West.
I think there was
called,
better
"You
words."
Fucking bitch. Come on, you fucking stupid bitch. I just always thought, damn, West, that was very aggressive.
He
You
was
know what I
turning
mean?
Casey up that day. I'll tell you.
Bananas, that was his favorite word for a few seasons. It was like the way he used to talk to females on this program always was bothersome to me because I was always raised not to say those kind of things. That's all. So, but to still see this finale, to see them fuck with TJ, and it was early on in the season. We're talking about the second week here, right? Week 3. I just thought it was, wow, you're going to mess with them this early? You're going to have a stalemate this soon in the game. And you're looking at the game, ladies, and it's like everybody's a big hitter. Yeah, we have ones who are, we just mentioned, there's a couple of girls, Avery being one of them.
yeah.
But she has competed. She is known as a competitor, right? And even though my competition would be what they do in the challenge, what they do as far as politicking is important to this game. This is not other games where it only solely counts off of your ability. If you cannot go back in that house after losing a match and get people to generally like you, you heard Darrell say, well, I'm going to pick Jenny because I don't know her. That's how you have to pick in this game. Oh, I don't know you, Jenny, nothing personal, because that keeps them safe. Because she said, I don't know you. You know what I mean? I'm still not picking
And she
Jenny.
knew that.
She looks like the Incredible Hulk, minus Luke
She
Ferrigno.
is.
But still,
She is.
I'm not doing that. But, I thought this week's episode was kind of blah. That's just me.
It was. And you know what? The whole changing of the guards at the end of the episodes, that's difficult. And it really does put a big staple into next week. Which, by the way, not to take your spot, Shay, but trivia, I think, is next week. Trivia. I thought it was this week. Yeah. But I'm glad next week. So.
But CT is getting hurt next week. I was like, no.
I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for that.
I think he's out. I think he's out of this game. I think he's out of this game.
You know what? I may have to. You know what? That gives me a week to prepare my morning outfit.
You gotta wear all black.
Yep.
If
I think
CT
so.
leaves the show next week,
You'll
you're
know.
coming in all black. I'm with you, Catie.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna
down.
dress up in all black too. Team.
Yep.
We're gonna have our funeral for CT because you're too fat
I can't.
and you're too much.
Does anyone know what episode of the one where he went against Jay, what episode did he leave on? Is he gonna go out before that episode?
Oh, when Jay beat
It
him,
was
that was
early.
crazy. It was
early. I think it was like 2 or 3. I'll have to do some research. We'll have to talk about that next week if he ends up
I
leaving.
don't remember. Yeah, I have to look that up. That was on Total Madness.
Yeah. It was Total Madness. Yes.
I'm just green.
Sorry, it's just
Hey, it's
Once-
CP.
That's really
what did Batman say? You live long enough to become the villain, right?
Legs,
Yep.
Jesus.
You know.
But I also
That works.
wanted to talk about the people that Darrell and Avery picked for next week.
Yes.
So the
Yep.
picks were
Don't look at the teacher. Don't look at the teacher unless you want to get called out.
Derek, poor Derek. He's like,
Yep.
oh, Derek's not looking at me. Like Avery actually was getting on my last nerve on this episode. I'm like, calm down, all right? So
Yeah.
Derek and Anissa were picked, and I don't understand why Anissa feels like she deserves immunity when she knows no one wants to run a final with her because she does not try.
Nope.
Stop acting so shocked. It's really actually getting on my last nerve. Laurel and Johnny picked for Era 2. That's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Great. Yeah.
They're gonna win. Trust.
Mhm.
Jordan and Naya for Era 3, and Horacio and Jenny for Era 4. So who do you think's gonna be the ones to lose and have to go in?
In trivia? Ooh, I think Derek's in trouble. They're never been good at trivia. Knowing it's trivia. Derek and who else did they Derek and
Anissa.
they're totally going in next week.
I'm always gonna vote for Anissa. I'm gonna vote for
Not that they're
Anissa forever.
totally going in when I confirm Anissa.
Yeah, like I hate Josh, but Anissa sucks lately. You know what I mean? The only reason she won that last challenge after the Big Four because she outweighed the girl by 40 pounds. Okay, and she's more brawly. Okay,
She's
than the other
brawly.
girls.
So
Other than that,
beautiful. I love her hair.
if they do a hall brawl, she would win that too because she's gonna just.
They're not
smash
going to
the
do
opponent.
Hall Brawl again. That was a one season.
No way in hell they're done with hall brawl.
You really think already?
This is 40th anniversary. We will see those 3 events again. I would all but guarantee.
All right. Well, we'll see. Well,
Yeah, we definitely
right.
will. And I mean, yeah. So that's challenging times. Any last words? And who
Episode
is-
3.
Okay. MVPs. Let's
Other
go real
way.
quick. Oh yes.
MVP.
MVPs.
I think my MVP is going to be Naya. Naya this week.
Politicking 101.
Yep. It's part of the challenge.
Ooh, I just can't give it to her because I can't stand her.
Okay. I mean, it's Kylan and Josh.
If I gotta
really.
be MVP, I think you're kind of right in this. She played the best game this week. So going
This
off
week.
of this week, I guess it would be Naya, and the worst. There's what's the MVP would be the trash VP, right? Trash
I'm
valuable
screaming.
player.
TVP.
That'd be TVP. Josh always.
TVP. Always.
He's a lifetime
Automatic.
member of the.
Well, I don't know.
Trash.
I think I may give it to Tony for his stupidity this week.
That was pretty bad.
Tony was stupid trying to bank things on the girl, you know. Like you've been here long enough, Tony, to know that they're gonna you're gonna fuck with me? Fuck with me? No, I fuck on you. That's what he said. I fuck on you. Okay.
He doesn't mind sloppy seconds. Let's
This
just
is
be
true.
serious here. Yeah.
And I'm gonna say
All
my
right.
MVP is Darrell. So with that, close this out.
Well, thank you all. Mike, we have some shows we need to talk about.
Yes, we have The Godfather has just debuted. We have The Irishman that just debuted here on Unpopular View Entertainment. We have the Tuesday show, which is now doing Prometheus and the whole Aliens franchise. Don't forget to check out our book review, Too Spicy for Audible, but not too spicy for you review. We got coming up, and of course, That's everything here on entertainment. We just had the Bubba Fat review as the the Drunken Recap review for the One Shot team. Now we've done a review for Bubba Fat, we've done a review for Andor, but they're doing the one shots. They give their opinion of what that one episode of the very first episode meant. So make sure you check that out with the team as well. And just all things are here every single week here on Unpop Review Entertainment. And don't forget, guys, entertainment is how we got here, but wrestling is where we began. So immediately following this right now, we have the Unpop Review Wrestling channel doing the AEW review all in London. I mean, shit. I just had Catie join the Mike Knoxxx show.
Yes.
I thought All In was amazing. People who didn't are just hating, in my opinion. I thought All In was just really, really good for that show. That was their WrestleMania, and they showed and showed out. But hey, come back next week. Are we gonna be in all black, or we're not gonna be in all black? What's up with CTO? So that's what we got going around here on Unpop Review Entertainment, Unpop Review Wrestling, and never forget the husband and wife review show. We took a hiatus today because my wife went out there and took care of her man, because thank you, when you take care of yours, they take care of you. So didn't have a show today, but we're here tonight. So Shay, go ahead and get us up out of here. Peace.